Welcome back to Jim's Well Done Guitars. I'm Jim Fusco, and here's another episode of the Guitar Bucket List. Today I've got basically the opposite of the last video that I did, which was like the most expensive guitar, one of the most expensive guitars that you can really get outside of some crazy, signature ones. Down to this one here, which I have quite a few of, which are Firefly guitars. And one of the things that really kick-started me into kind of proliferating guitars was Firefly, because, I started watching videos online, mostly sent from my brother, who's an enabler, and sent me these things that they all look so cool and were so unbelievably inexpensive for what they were. It allowed me to kind of fill in the collection with styles and colors and whatnot that I never would have been able to do if I just was, sticking to Gibson, for instance. And so this one right here was one that one year, I think it was for Christmas or birthday, I can't remember which, but we bought each other Firefly guitars. And we didn't tell either one of us which ones we were going to buy. But we knew they were in this style because this was pretty much what they were selling at the time, kind of like this 330-ish style. And so I ended up buying him the blue version of this. It's kind of like a transparent blue. It's just unbelievably gorgeous for what it is. And he ended up getting me this one, which is the Spalted Maple finish on the top, which, you'll definitely check something off in the bucket list there with that spalted look. And I like to call this one the elephant. I don't know if you can really tell, but there's kind of like a trunk and maybe a couple of ears over here down the center, and they're all a little different. It's even got flame on the sides and towards the top here. And the color, the just beautiful caramel looking color to it, I really, really love. And, the back is nice too. It's got kind of a slim-ish neck, just a rounded C type of neck. It had the normal Firefly pickups that come in it, which there's nothing wrong with them or anything, but I knew that this was one that I wanted to keep, that this was going to be like a part of the collection for sure type of guitar. And so I upgraded it to some Epiphone Probucker pickups, which we'll hear in a minute. And they really just have a nice sound to them. It's definitely a little more attack and a harsher sound than maybe some of the other ones that I've got that are more mellow and well-rounded and clarity and things like that. These ones are a little more in your face. If you haven't purchased a Firefly guitar before, I would recommend them. Just, there are some caveats. You're going to see a couple of buffing marks here and there once in a while. You're going to see some stuff that maybe you just didn't expect to see on the guitar. Like I've got a guitar behind me somewhere around here that, we ordered one color and what came in was not that color. Actually, that happened on two of the guitars, Firefly guitars that I've got. But the thing is that the colors that came in, I never saw them actually advertised for sale before. So I kept them because they're nice. And I figure, well, maybe I'm the only one that's got it. So it's kind of, you just don't exactly know what you're going to get out of them a lot. But these guitars, kind of retail in the $200 give or take price range, which is kind of like, why not territory, when you're looking at something that is very playable, very usable, and and looks nice too. So this is my Firefly. I guess it's kind of like a 338 version because it's not super huge or anything like that. But let's give it a quick sound sample for the Firefly guitar. Okay, so no pedals here, just the Firefly guitar going into the Fender Blues Junior amp, into the Torpedo Captor, and right on into Logic Pro. These are not the original Firefly pickups, but the Epiphone Probuckers. Let's start in the neck position. onto the middle. And over to the bridge. The Firefly FF338 guitar checked one item off of the bucket list, bringing the current total to 32 out of 63 items. Make sure to check out guitarbucketlist.com for all the latest updates.